Hey kids, do you want to see the worst version of a powerful Gary? No? Well, guess what? They already made one. And the episode is Pet Sitter Pat. Now, wait, what season is this? Season 8. So Patrick's beyond stupid in this season. Now, I already reviewed Roll of Dumb, and, well, I haven't really reviewed any of Patrick's being a jerk episodes. And pretty soon I'm going to be reviewing my top 10 worst Patrick being a jerk episodes. Because, well, some of the episodes... Actually, no, Patrick was just stupid, and it was actually funny back then. Once upon a time. We did have I'm a Stupid, which actually is not really that good, but not terrible, but not really that good. But then we have Pet Sitter Pat. And, well, there are more to go to, actually. As a matter of fact, there were seasons before this that he was stupid and being a jerk. This is one of the worst ones yet. As a matter of fact, season 8, Patrick being a jerk, is one of the worst seasons of him being a jerk. You know why? Because, well, he's such a jerk that he almost kills Gary. We'll get to that later. So, without further ado, let's begin with Pet Sitter Pat. Now, the episode actually starts off with SpongeBob getting a letter from his grandma, and then he finds out that someone has to take care of Gary. Wow, he actually cares about Gary. Right after a powerful Gary came along, and SpongeBob is completely deaf. In fact, I just might review that too. Because SpongeBob is being stupid as possible in that episode. Anyway, so then SpongeBob asks Squidward to take care of Gary, and he refuses to, of course. Then he asks Patrick, why would you do that? You already know that he's stupid as possible. Besides, he was talking to his reflection. And then he said yes, and he said it was in good hands, and then he drops Gary. Wow, I can already see where this is going. So then, Patrick decides to take care of Gary, and then SpongeBob leaves for his grandma's birthday party. I'm probably guessing she's turning like 90 or 100 years old. Just saying. So anyway, so then Patrick takes care of Gary by starving him, taking way too long in the bathroom. Oh yeah, and SpongeBob reads him instructions, doesn't even listen. Matter of fact, all Patrick cares about is his food. That's literally all Patrick cares about, is SpongeBob's food. He will eat anything, seriously. And he doesn't even listen to SpongeBob. You know what could happen to your pet if you don't feed them and don't take care of them? They just might attack you, or they just might die. And Patrick just acts like he doesn't even care. So then he reads SpongeBob's handwriting on SpongeBob's writing, and he says that he needs to work on his handwriting. No, you need to turn the paper right side up, because it's upside down. So then he starves Gary by taking too long in the bathroom, and then, well, and then it gets worse from there, guys. Then SpongeBob, he says not to. Well, we'll get to that later, actually. Then he gives Gary a bath, even though Patrick actually stinks. And instead of feeding Gary, he gives him a bath. And you know what? He actually fills up the bathtub sink with snail food. Oh yeah, and he eats Gary's snail food. Yeah, like what the heck? Oh yeah, and there is another problem in this episode. Now, how in the heck Was the bag empty? Now, how in the heck did he have another bag of snail food? Like, seriously, you can't have that much. I'm gonna leave that alone, actually. So then, here comes the worst part. He comes in with a flame gun. Well, a fire gun, that's what I'm gonna call it. He comes in to Gary with a fire gun, saying, "Hey, I got something cool to show you." It's the opposite of a hot, watery bath. And then he shoots Gary with fire. What? Come on, seriously? If the writers actually thought that was funny, then they must be very, very, very stupid. And 100 more times, very stupid. 'Cause if they think torturing a pet and nearly killing them is funny, and they did it twice, then they must be really stupid. Really, really stupid. So after that really, really frustrating scene, as a matter of fact, I think Patrick should be locked up somewhere in a mental hospital before he can cause any more harm. Because one day he's going to cause so much harm that can kill somebody. Oh wait, he already did. Almost. He almost killed Gary. So then, after that really frustrating scene, we get to see more pain out of Gary. Yeah. Great. We get to see Patrick threaten Gary. No, wait. We get to see Patrick use way too much soap and water. Well, he uses water, but he uses way too much soap on Gary. Patrick, make sure the bath water isn't too hot, and make sure Gary doesn't have like too much soap. SpongeBob says, and Patrick didn't do. It's like SpongeBob. Patrick does what SpongeBob tells. Patrick does what SpongeBob tells him not to do, and Patrick doesn't do what SpongeBob tells him to do. So anyway, he threatens to so then instead of using a towel, he threatened to use salt on Gary. That kills snails, okay? That kills snails. Jeez. Idiot. So then, instead of using a towel or salt, which I'm actually proud of, he's not using salt. Maybe he used something good. Wait a sec, he uses a blow dryer, a hair dryer. Never mind. He uses a hair dryer and dries up Gary, like literally, and he's all crumbled up, like a 100-year-old snail, literally. Oh yeah, why in the heck does SpongeBob have a hair dryer? I mean, like, we had Sponge you could buy, but that was like a one-time thing where they said he had hair. Like a one-time thing that never happened again, ever in his entire life. After any of those, and I bet if they went on for 20 more seasons, I bet they would not have make SpongeBob have hair unless they did an episode where, you know, he had hair problems, which actually I did do one. And unless they did an episode where there was a giant plankton, I actually did do one. It was special, lasts for 20 minutes, lasts for like 21 minutes. Anyway, back to the episode. So then, SpongeBob makes cake for his grandma. By the way, his grandma makes, you know, a snail jello thing, whatever you want to call it. And SpongeBob thinks about Gary and calls Patrick and checks if he's okay. And then, oh yeah, and the house floods, and then, which causes SpongeBob to think about Gary. You know why? Because Grandma mentioned, his grandma mentioned, you know, if I were any older, that we would be in danger of burning down the house. Yeah. So then he thinks about Gary, runs home, and then we could see Gary silently. Okay. What? Seriously, Gary. He almost killed you. What the heck? Alright, that's all for my review on Pet Sitter Pat. And later on, I'm probably going to be making a top 10 worst Patrick the Jerk episodes. So bye. See you later on my next video.